Hi everyone, I'm Alex Absalom, and we're going to take a couple of minutes now and think about how do we make disciples. So how can you be someone who is a disciple maker? And I want to give you a Bible verse to begin with from Philippians chapter 3, verse 17, and Paul writes this: "Join together in following my example, brothers and sisters, and just as you have us as a model, keep your eyes on those who live as we do." So notice what Paul's saying there. He's saying we need to be ones who follow his example. And then we need to find other people and we can imitate their good lifestyle, which is in accord with what good Christian living and being a follower of Jesus looks like. And so discipleship at its core is imitation based. A greater illustration of this, if you think about if you've got children or you've got people you know with young children, children do a terrible job of listening to what their parents are saying, but they do a fantastic job of copying what their parents do. In other words, the way children learn and grow is through imitation far more than it's through information. The way in which we make disciples is we invite them into a relationship where they can learn to imitate us as we go through life. Now, of course, when I say that, you're going to think, well, who am I? I can't do that. I'm messed up. I sin. I get stuff wrong. I'm not perfect. I don't know lots of Bible verses and so on and so forth. And you know what? I understand that. We all feel like that. But the point is, regular, ordinary people like you and me, we are called by Jesus to be disciple makers. And it probably won't be on a platform or on a TV screen or in front of hundreds or thousands, but you can make disciples one by one by one. You can make disciples with just the few people around you, the people the Lord brings into your life, the people who you have influence with right now. So it could be at school or at work or in your neighborhood or at the gym or wherever it is that you do life. You are an influence of Jesus. People are going to be watching you and they're going to imitate you. And the way that will work is through three letters that we want to talk about just super quickly. And the three letters are REI. And the REI stands for relationships, experiences, and information. This is how you're going to help people be disciple. You're going to draw them close to Jesus. First of all, and the number one way is through relationships. In other words, you invite people into your life. You invest in them. You become a friend. And just by spending time, they will watch you as you parent or as you deal with money or as you're stressed about work or you're worried about sickness or whatever's going on. They're going to watch and observe and learn the lessons. The E stands for experiences. And what that represents is that there's going to be certain times in life where we have these spiritual encounters, these spiritual experiences. It might be on a mountaintop looking at this gorgeous sunset and you really feel God's presence. It might be with some friends and you're having this really meaningful spiritual conversation. It might be you're doing something that's shaking you out of your comfort zone, but in that moment you lean into God and you hear him there, you encounter him there. Experiences are powerful vehicles for discipleship. And then finally comes information. Information is the least important piece of disciple making, but it's still important. We don't want to be empty-headed. The Spirit can only Jesus says the Spirit will remind us of the things that we've learned. We've got to learn them in the first place. So we do want to be people who are in the Word, who understand what it means to be a follower of Jesus. We read, we're thoughtful, we listen to podcasts and so on. But it's the third piece. What we tend to do as Christians, we overemphasize that. We underestimate the power of experiences and most particularly relationships. So what I want to encourage you with today is you are a disciple maker. You may feel ill-equipped. You may have no label under that. You may have no status at church or whatever. But you are someone, you are a woman or a man, or a girl or a boy. You are someone who can make disciples for Jesus, because what will happen is they're going to imitate your lifestyle. They will follow you. They will observe what you're doing. So if you're just working out how to walk with Jesus as you go through life, you will be an influencer on others. And that's simply what you invite them to do. Say, walk with me as I walk with Jesus, and I'm going to give you what I have got in my hands. So if you enjoyed this video, we'd love you to watch more. We've got a whole host of them on our website, dandelionresourcing.com. Come and check out the stuff that Hannah and I have done. And I hope that this week you can go forth and you can have greater confidence and boldness in discipling others.